Everyone. I'm looking at a past column that was written for Memorial Day and about parades. Unlike the Memorial Day we will have this year without parades. This I wrote in May 1981. The country's finest on parade. Memorial Day and parades go together. The best part of the parade is the bands. The rat-a-tat-tat and the toot-toot-toot are heard throughout the land. Marching bands come in all shapes and sizes. There are those with precision like military bands and those with flash like college bands. But with all their perfect steps, these big marching units are not the best bands stepping down this country's flag-lined streets. That honor goes to the grade school bands. Beginning musicians have something no other experienced band member has. Extra enthusiasm. It exudes from every note and glows with every step they take. Not everyone understands this kind of exceptional band. I do because I was one of those marchers in my youth. When I played in our small school band, it didn't matter how well one played. All that mattered was that you had your own instrument and could fit into one of the school uniforms. Band members did need one thing: stamina. Those uniforms were made of good, heavy wool material for winter and were nice and warm for football games and Christmas concerts. They were definitely not made for a 4-mile parade in 100-degree heat. A band member proved himself worthy of his position by surviving a summer parade. Those who fell by the way during the march were left behind. The director's rule was, don't stop for anyone. If someone faints, step over them and keep marching in formation. That was his law. I was one of the lucky ones. I never found out who came behind the band to scrape up the weaklings. There were no great musicians in our small band, only those who could remember the one tune played for the parade, and the others like me, who usually booped when they should have beeped. I knew my limitations, so I always managed to be positioned near a fair, loud player. Then, when I booped softly, no one knew it but me, or at least no one could tell which beginner made that boo-boo, except the director, that is. Our director, Mr. Friedman, was held between a rock and a hard place. If he wanted to weed out us boopers, he couldn't. Half his band would disappear, and so would his job. He just played dumb and coached us a little harder for the next parade. The great part of the whole thing was it didn't matter what the band sounded like during the parade. The onlookers were all family, friends, and neighbors. Proud family, friends, and neighbors. As in the musical The Music Man, sour notes were never heard and out-of-step marchers never seen. Even those who skipped half the time trying to stay in step, like me, were seen as the country's finest. The band members for the parade forgot their own shortcomings and marched with heads up, hearts pounding and smiles bursting. Sousa never had a better band. I'm already looking forward to our next celebration, whenever that is, and its parades. I hope everyone goes and supports all these young kids. Being a good, loyal observer is as important as the band are themselves. I hope you like this story of the bands back in the day and even today. They're probably better today. Have a good day.